welcome back to another video.
So this is the December monthly for
December monthly.
So the last of the last year.
Yeah.
And it's an X points format, so 10 points. So there are a select number of cards that are worth a bunch of points here or there.
Yeah.
For all reference, you can Google X points MTG, and there's a whole website dedicated to the format. But yeah, so we'll see the players having some restrictions to their decks.
Yeah, exactly. So we could see here from this first deck pick, this is the old rules because the hymns now are at 2 points.
Oh, okay.
So we should probably disclose that before.
Yeah, so Ancestral is at 4 points in this tournament, but in 2024 they changed it to 5. And like you said, hymn used to be 1, but now it's 2 points.
Yeah.
But it's okay, we're playing with the 2023 list. This is what was legal then, so it's okay as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And you can see the points here are indicated by the dice on the cards. So the factories being 1 right now, the hymns 1, and the Mox and 2. They're all worth 2. Each Mox is worth 2.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so exactly 10 points. You don't necessarily have to play with 10 points. Just that if you want to include these select powerful cards, they will have points. So
yeah, probably the most powerful cards in the format.
Yeah, so it prevents you from playing like all the powered 18, as we call it now.
Yeah, power 18.
Yeah. So anyway, so you have a troll burn deck here. Basically, it's just black, red, straight black, red troll, and then very heavy on the burn aspect, and as opposed to the Nevinyr's disc, which are in the sideboard. Which honestly, like I've done myself. I've played disco troll, quote unquote, with the discs in the side. Like I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, the trolls are still powerful creatures with regenerate.
Yeah.
And, I mean, yeah.
No
basically straight burn, black, red burn.
No dark rituals, though. No dark rituals for turn 1 hippie or turn 2 2 drops or turn
1 Underworld Dreams.
Yeah. But maybe that's okay, though, because, like, you do want to play red cards. You do want to burn. That shatter is probably more important than the dark rituals. I think it's probably okay.
Yeah, I probably would opt for maybe fireballs versus the sinkholes. Just leaning more towards.
Oh, they have 2. There's
okay, yeah.
There's a fireball and a disintegrate.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's got a little bit of everything, sugar, spice, and everything. Nice.
Yeah, and then the opponent,
a mono blue.
This is mono blue control / aggro in a sense, right? Like. I mean,
he's trying to unsummon creatures back to his hand.
It's like a tempo deck more than a control deck.
I'm like... he's trying... Because he has unstable mutation, so he's probably trying to beef up his creatures, and before the creature dies, bounces it back to his hand, replays the same creature. If it's an artifact creature, like he has in the sideboard, like Triskelions, if it goes to the graveyard, to bring it back. It's interesting.
Yeah. You don't see reconstruction very often, but
no, I played with it once in one deck, and it was a 1 of, and even then, it wasn't performing that great.
It's an interesting card, though. I can see why a person would want to build around it. Like it does entice me to want to brew. Like would I end up actually playing with it? Not sure, but it definitely is interesting, especially at 1 mana. Like
I kind of wish this deck had Sage of Latinum.
It does. There's 3 at the top.
Oh, they're hidden behind the, okay.
Yeah, so the first 3 cards on the top left are the Sage of Latinum, and then there's 4 Ifrits.
Ifrits, yeah. Okay, so I mean, it's an interesting card pool, but...
What are the points here?
Well, he's got 4 factories, Soul Ring, and then Braingeyser.
Soul Ring is 3 points, so the 4 factories plus Soul Ring is 7 plus Braingeyser is 9. And then maybe a mana drain somewhere. Soul Ring is Soul Ring a point? Soul Ring is 3. We counted it.
Yeah.
Mana Volt is not. Chaos Orb? Chaos Orb?
No, Chaos Orb was no points. So I'm thinking maybe just 9 points. He figured it was enough to.
But at that point, just put Time Walk, no? Or a blue Mox. So what's going on?
No, it would be 11 points.
Oh, that's 2 points, right? Or Mana Drain at least.
Maze of Ith could have been unless maybe there's a mana drain, or I know what it is, recall. The reconstruction, the recall. There we go. So there's the 10 points.
Interesting. Okay, all right. Okay, so anyways, I think I'm always interested in mono blue things, but troll. The troll deck might be too refined of a deck. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ifrits block the trolls and the hippies, so maybe not. You know, maybe if the troll deck doesn't put enough burn and damage in fast enough, the blue deck will just block everything it's doing. Also.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What was the one interesting card we were looking at in the sideboard? Anti-magic?
Oh yeah, anti-magic aura.
Aura or something or other?
Yeah, anti-magic aura to negate enchant creatures. So if ever you were afraid of control magic, like the last video.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not a good hand. That is way too slow. You need to get rid of that hand.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if he goes do nothing, turn 3 hippie, and then he gets unsummoned, it's backbreaking. That's like time walk for 1.
Okay.
Turn 1 factory. So those power sinks? I didn't see power sinks in the deck picture.
Yeah, but it's because the deck was like a bit all over the place, so it's possible we missed. Probably up here somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's one.
Yeah, a couple. One. Okay, so you just got an order on turn 2.
Wow, okay, kind of got lucky there.
Yeah. And then you could swing in next turn, but he's got a factory, so
I think you play that Soul Ring. I think you got to play that Soul Ring.
yeah, it's oddly enough not being played.
Maybe he's just considering what to do after. Like, does he play the Sage or does he hold the Power Sink? I've kind of stopped gambling. I don't. If I have a counterspell and I have something to do, I never play. I just hold the counterspell.
Okay, he's buying a turn.
I think I'm not worried about that 2/2, so unsummon there doesn't seem correct, especially with the Power Sink. Right, like now you don't have access to Power Sink going into turn 3 versus what your opponent's playing Swamp.
Play a hippie.
Yeah, like as a control deck, the hippie is infinitely more terrifying. And when your opponent plays Swamp, you have to suspect that they're playing at least some number of the hippies. So
yeah, there's always like you're expecting at least a him.
Yeah, because now like
hippie,
Yeah, because now you're holding the Power Sink, and that can just get taken by the hippie.
Yeah.
So you could have used it on the hippie, but now it's going to get taken by the hippie, maybe, and then who knows?
I think that was.
Well, if he has a second unsummon, maybe he's okay. Right? If he has
Okay. Topping a blue and the colorless. Playing the Sage.
Yeah, I think one of the most exciting things about old school is being able to untap with a hippie and play from last turn. Oh, like it didn't die? I actually get to attack you?
Yeah. Okay, taking 2.
Don't be the Power Sink.
Oof.
I mean, it's probably worse, but just to say, like, it would feel bad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay,
Strip
now...
he could have stripped the island first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, had he had stripped the island...
Well, maybe not, actually, right? Because then he just floats blue. This is all happening. He would have had to strip before combat. Strip before combat, go to combat, so any mana faces out.
Yeah.
Attack with a hippie, play second hippie, win the game.
Yeah, swinging 4 for turn, and then emptying your opponent's hand. Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, he figures the factory is... Okay, maybe that's the reason why he didn't do that play, was because he didn't care if it got countered, since he's evaluating the factory at a higher value.
Maybe.
I mean, it does... Factory carries a point. Island doesn't, so stronger card. Unstable. It's risky. There for 4.
Okay.
One Serendipity puts an end to the terror reign of the hippie.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, with that Soul Ring, though, he's also very close to just casting everything in his deck, right?
Yeah, he's got a couple of fat boys in there.
I think Petrovis is a female.
And then Mahamoti.
That's nice. Good save.
Alright, so Unstable Mutation. swing in for 2.
So no red sources. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
The troll.
Perfect.
Now the sage is going to slowly wither away. That thing should get a second -1 counter if you're going to put it on the art. You know what I mean?
You and the art. Disrespecting the art, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
It doesn't matter what the cards do. It just matters what the art looks like. You know?
Yeah. Well, even then, some of the art is an old school magic is questionable. May I refer you to the card reverse damage?
You may. You may. Alright, block and regenerate, because that's what the troll does.
Yeah, I find it kind of... It's a waste of an attack, you know?
Well,
now he could just swing in with his troll.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if I'm the guy with the unstable mutation, I'm probably just afraid that a chain lightning or lightning bolt's going to take it out now. No block. I mean, no attack with the troll. What does it mean? Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah, not looking good for J-Pat. Not looking good.
Yeah, I guess there's no reason to bolt that thing, actually, because it'll just kill itself.
Yeah.
And you block it forever, so that's fair.
Okay, well, he's got a factory, but...
I mean, okay, it's a start.
It's going to be really hard to build his board state from here.
Now I think, though, if you're Peo, I think you just attack with the troll now.
Yeah, at this point, I would feel very comfortable just... What happened here?
Not sure.
Okay, he's activating the factory to then sack it to the sage to draw a card. Play another?
What in God's name is that?
Guess sage. Probably just a proxy.
Yeah, it is. No, it actually is a modern frame sage of Latin now. I can see the...
Burn him!
Burn him!
Talk about disrespecting the art.
Well,
This is an old school.
I would like to make it known that I don't necessarily agree with that. Yeah, good attacks, good attacks. Yeah, the sage is just there to eat lightning bolts, which are in the form of sedge troll attacks, so I think that's okay block.
Okay, playing a Ruby.
Yeah, things ended up working out really good for the slow start.
Yeah, he just top decked really well, and then I was just having a pretty good board state.
Yep, it's quite a threatening one as well.
Why is there only still 3 counters?
Because it gets +3/+3, and then it gets a -1/-1
yeah, but
counter.
it's been a few turns.
No, it's I haven't tried. It's fine. It's the third turn.
Third turn?
Yeah.
Let's see what this woman has to say. Okay, so he's counting the dice upwards then, versus backwards. Because unstable mutation still gives the creature -1/-1 every turn, regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as much as I like mono blue, I like to see hippies win games.
Yeah. Well, it's looking pretty good for Peo.
J-Pad seems fine to lose. He's got the feasting happening over there. It's good.
He's eating away. It's like, yeah.
I'll take my wins this way or that way. It's all good. Yeah, as much as I was saying before that it's like I do it too with the discs and the side. There is like one of the best feelings in old school, other than the hippie, untapping with the hippie, is breaking a disc or activating a big earthquake and then regenerating your troll so that everything just gets wiped off the board and then all you have left is the troll. It's just so good.
Yeah.
Especially if you have 2 trolls, it's incredible. Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean everything really worked out well there. Like the strip mines at the right time, the shatter on the soul ring really put, and then the hippie being. That's what I mean. The unsummon, right? Like.
Yeah, I think the unsummon was
like
what you started off the game.
Yeah, you could take 2 damage from the Ebon Hand. It's fine. Like, don't tap yourself out. And even then, like even if you don't want to counter the hippie, you can unsummon the hippie. But then you're just gonna counter it the following turn. So you might as well just counter it, right? And then you can unsummon the Ebon Hand after. So yeah, unfortunate play there, but still a decent game. Like there was still the potential for a comeback if the Soul Ring didn't get disenchanted.
Yeah, he could have played the Phantasmal Forces, or I mean, he would have had 6 mana at that point, so pretty much be able to cast anything. Even like if he had a Braingeyser in his hand, because he drew a few cards.
Mahamodi would just put an end to the whole reign. Tetravis and Split It, also probably okay.
Well, with the hippie.
Yeah, I mean, just put 2 of them in front of the hippie and then have 2 other blockers for other things.
That's true. Alright, we got round 2.
I think for JPat's deck, though, I think maybe I would put 1 less factory and put the Mox Sapphire. No, it costs 2 points.
Yeah, it costs 2 points. Well, the recall.
Shit.
The recall.
Maybe.
No, really, there's no.
Yeah, recall and a factory for an extra for a Mox. Yeah,
probably. Yeah,
I think I'm into that.
Okay, is that Iron Star?
Crystal Rod or something?
Gain life every time your opponent draws.
Iron Rod sounds red. I don't know why. Or is Crystal Rod red? Crystal Rod sounds.
It's like one of those gain 1 life every time your opponent casts a red spell, blue spell. And I think it was like Ivory Cop, Wooden Sphere. What's the black one?
It was played in Alpha 40 a bit.
Something a throne? Throne of Bone?
Throne of Bone, oh yeah, the bone throne, the throne of bone.
Throne? Yeah, he used to play it on my Alpha 40 deck. You used to hate it. Oh, turn 1, Mana Vault.
Yeah, Crystal Rod is for blue.
Crystal Rod's for blue, okay. So wanting to gain 1 life every time he plays a blue spell. Okay.
I guess reconstruction is nice with Sage of Latinam, right? You can make some mana, sack it, draw a card, then bring the mana vault back to your hand.
Yeah, just probably not wanting to take the damage from the Mana Vault.
Yeah. Alright, I think we have a potential Mahamoti next turn. Unless him is not interested. Him to Torak, right?
Yeah. 2 black.
Or another hippie, but... Yeah. Here it is.
Ahem. Oh, okay, he's got a Power Sync it.
No.
Can I spell Power Sync? He's got Power Sync.
Yeah, but do you do that? I don't know if you do that. Well, okay, I mean...
Wow.
It was gonna be rough no matter what happened.
Oof. Swing and a miss. Sometimes...
Oh, and there goes the Mahamoti. So, no dreams can come true. But, I mean, he's still in a position where he can draw the Sage of Latinam, sack the Mana Vault, then reconstruct it.
But now he's going to take 1 damage per turn.
Yeah, so he has to fight. Don't untap
And then he's going to have to lose a turn once he finally gets 4 mana to then untap it.
Don't untap. Okay, good. Ooh. Blue Blast. What's the card that's in the graveyard? Like, it's like a proxy of something.
Can't say. Bring an artifact from your graveyard back to your hand. What did he have that was in the graveyard?
It's some kind of proxy. Ensign Maddox.
I don't know. I would love to have a playset of that, like sign an altar from him. That'll look pretty dope. I mean, the artwork is pretty nice on that card. And just for you, I would put it in the deck and just put dice on it.
Good.
Just disrespect you.
Oh.
Another him. Oof, that's a toss of frustration.
Yeah,
we've all been down that road. Just you
Son of a gun.
curses.
Okay.
Okay, so he could untap his Mana Vault next turn.
Unless he gets shattered now. If he gets shattered, that's like I can see quitting Magic for life.
Yeah. By means X points there, you've got a lot of restrictions. Pay the 4.
It's okay, he still has the feast.
He's gonna take it, hoping to draw into something good.
I think this was the turn to untap it.
Yeah, I would have just paid it, not necessary to take the damage. My opponent's not really having anything like threat-wise. Looks like he drew a copy artifact.
It's a pretty slow game, I have to say. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, not much going on.
But,
I mean, both players not really top decking very much.
And it's a shame, too, because both decks are capable of doing some good things, like exciting stuff. So, just at a constant standstill here.
Yeah, it happens every so often. You just draw into cards. You're like, your older version of 12 volt stasis.
Yeah.
When you're just drawing and drawing, but you're not drawing anything. You're just kind of drawing cards you can't do anything with. Like, if you look at J-Pat's hand, he has reconstruction, but,
So there's the copy artifact that you saw.
Yeah.
I do like the Soul Ring. I think that it's correct.
Okay, so he wants to gain 1 life. Although it's kind of this weird, like, he casts a blue spell, but when it comes into play, it no longer stays blue.
Yeah, but it's blue on the stack, though.
Yeah.
I wonder if... what he boarded in. Do you wonder... I guess just the blue blasts? Anything else he would have boarded in?
I don't know. If I was him, maybe the icy.
A counterspell?
Side Blast.
Side Blast seems bad versus a burn deck, no?
That is true. And since you're not playing Workshop, Strike is very...
Okay. Whoa, the Troll deck has a book, too? I missed that completely. Where's the book? Oh, he's got 2.
He's got 2 books. Get reading, son. Check your deck picks.
I generally disagree with card draw in a burn deck. But, maybe he doesn't see it as a burn deck, and also maybe he just wants to draw cards, so...
Since he can't play blue, and he doesn't have blue power, he's like, instead of having Ancestral, I'll play a Jim Dutton.
I'll play colorless power.
Just to draw cards.
How long did it take you to see the face on the book? Right, like the teeth at the bottom?
I had noticed it like a year ago, so it took me quite a few years to even realize. Yeah. And, and even then, I don't think I was sober when I realized it. It was under the influence of some natural products.
Natural products. Okay. Can we get a creature on the board, please? I would like to see a creature on the board.
Yeah, this is like just one of those slower games. People are just top decking. There's not much going on. At this point, I'd probably just be wanting to draw cards.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, main phase draw for sure. You need to get something going. At the end of the day, blue decks, you don't want them you don't want to, like, blue decks want their opponents to do nothing, so you don't want to be the guy that's doing nothing into a mono blue deck.
Okay. Shatter.
I wonder if it's better to shatter a Soul Ring at this point.
I think it'd be better to shatter it because, yes, it gives 1 extra mana, but then he has to pay 4 to untap it. I think the Soul Ring probably would have been the better of the two. Well, maybe he's scared that because there's 2 of them on board.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's a lot of mana.
It's crazy he's got access to so much mana and he can't play a single thing.
Yeah, it's very, yeah, because he could play anything in his deck at this point. Drawing main.
As one should in this position.
Let's see a hippie. Okay, land drop, land drop.
Okay, right. we got some action.
We got a factory.
We're off to the races now.
Yeah, just 10 more turns of 2 points of damage.
Draw. Get Underworld Dreams in play.
And
it's okay though, he's got 4, right? So
swing and a miss.
Hippie?
Okay, here we go.
Counterspell. Okay.
No, if he plays on summon, you gotta wait on the whole other turn before.
Yeah, a well-timed and well-supported unsummon can be backbreaking, which is a lot to say for quite a often not actually that strong of a card, and also it's a little bit unassuming, which is nice.
Yeah, it's the last thing you're expecting your opponent to play. Oh, Phantasmal Forces.
Okay, so I mean it blocks for a turn. It does trade, which is nice.
Yeah.
But Bolt just destroys that thing's existence.
Yeah, the 1 toughness kind of makes it sad. I always loved that card, but I could just never find myself to play it.
Bolt,
okay.
Bolt in response? No? Yes?
Okay, he's got a...
I do see white border cards in his hand, and he's got white border bolts.
In response he's bolting it. Yep, there we go.
Well, that's a 2 for 1. The controlled deck getting controlled. Yeah, gain 1 life, sure. Though again, right, 1 Mahamodi Jin off the top just puts
yeah.
But the Tome is going to help take the game away, even though there's no counter spells to protect, like the deck has. Still drawing that extra card with all this mana, right? There's almost no drawback.
Yeah, I mean he drew 4 cards, I think, at this point. So just just drawing an extra 4 cards versus your opponent is just that much better. Okay, swinging for 2. Yeah, he's really trying to dig deep, try to get some real threats on the board. Let's see a troll. Okay.
Okay. I wonder if he's got more burn in his hand. Yeah, there it is. Okay, well, we put the pressure begins now, so
yeah.
So it's really up to JPad to draw like one of his big boys or girls. That's a start because it does draw more cards, but it's slow, so it's unfortunate.
What is it?
It was a Sage.
Yeah, not crazy. What, the Sage?
No, it's not. It's not great, but it does offer an effect that he needs. So at least there's that justifying here, but
Oh, he's gaining 1 life from...
I say not irrelevant, but not good enough.
Yeah, it's not good enough for what... He's got 2 hippies on board.
The ability to draw an extra card every turn at almost no cost.
See, it'd be nice if you drew like a fireball. He's got 4, 7, 9, 10 mana.
Yeah.
Okay, drawing a card.
And troll.
Okay, yeah, just like screw it. He's going straight for the face, which I agree with. Because I'm not worried about the sage at all.
It's a 2-turn clock at this point if no big boy comes down. Nah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, just not
very
drawing
unfortunate.
His creatures, unfortunately. Other than like 1 phantasmal forces and no Serendid, no Tetravis, no
It's a shit thing.
Mamoti.
Yeah. Keep saying it, but yeah, the Mamoti would be so good, and like it's just waiting to be drawn.
And
Ancestral Recall being 5 points is crazy.
yeah, probably because it was like really powerful.
Everyone's just playing with it, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know what.
And that does buy him like a turn and a half or something. But no, because he just replays it.
Yeah, if he draws like a fireball or something, it's pretty much game.
Yeah. Just attack first, make sure that he has no cards in hand.
Oof. No.
No.
You gotta draw an island.
Nope. That's not gonna do it either because he's got more than enough mana. Even his Felwar Stone tabs for blue, so it's looking like the inevitable end is coming.
I mean, unless he sacks his Mana Vault with the Sage, drawing another card, floating 3 mana.
Is there a mana burn in this format?
I believe so, yes. Yeah, it's using Atlantic 93, 94 rules. So.
Okay. And Boreal is Atlantic, but 4 right?
4 strip line, yeah. The all-inclusive format. So let's see what's going on here. He's drawing.
Okay, untap. Yeah, I guess this is the kind of thing where I guess you let your opponent put you to 2, draw a card just to see what it is, and then say, good games. Good games. I had fun. Did you have fun? And bolt for that.
And there we have it. Yeah, a little slow of a matchup in game 2, but I just feel JPAT was really not top decking very well. I don't know what his sideboard choices were, so we never really got to see any.
Yeah. But also, I feel like the troll deck is just already just such a refined deck that it's just gonna do its thing, whereas JPAT needed to do a thing.
Well, it seems like scrolling through his deck, he doesn't have any Fabulous.
He took them out?
Seems like.
Oh boy, well with the mana vaults, it seems like that's the first thing I would be doing, is playing those big boys.
Well, it's unfortunate because, yeah, I would have liked to have seen those swinging in for 5, but I mean.
Even just putting an end to the reign of the hippies, right? Like, just, he had so many turns where if you just would have came down. And whatever, at the end of the day, you know, it happens.
Yeah, you try to play a little janky deck, and janky decks sometimes don't work out very well.
Well, especially when your opponent's on hippie Troll, Bolt, Chain Lightning.
Yeah.
Cards that all say I win the game.
Exactly. So, yeah. I mean, you know.
Game 2 could have been a bit more exciting, but still overall, I think it was it's a good showing, at least, of the decks. One's
different.
One's potential and one's...
not just repeating the same decks over and over, so it was nice to see something different.
Yeah, and there you can freeze frame to see the point system.
From the 2023.
Yes.
Alright, thanks for watching.